So the thumbnail for this video is terrible, but I'm gonna just explain an average understanding of a 401k, since most people don't really need to know all the intricacies, but it's a good idea if you ever have a 401k to understand it from an overview. So here's an average understanding of a 401k. 401k is basically money that you put toward your retirement that some companies that allows companies to match a certain percentage. So let me just explain this with an example. Say you make 100K a year, okay? And a company says, hey, you can match 5% of your salary to put into your, or we will match 5% of your salary to put into your retirement. So 5% of your salary is $5,000 if it's 100K. So what that means is that, okay, so I have 100K, I decide to put the full contribution that I can personally into my 401k, which is 5%, which is $5,000. So the company says, cool, our company offers you a 50% match, right? That's where you hear 401k matching. So what that means is that they will match 50% of whatever you contribute. Since you contributed the maximum, which was $5,000 or 5%, then they will match half of that. So that would be $2,500. So what that means, and there's a couple of reasons why this is really, really cool, or why 401ks are better than not having a 401k. It's cool because first and foremost, it's free money. So if you put in 5% and your company matches 5%, then or matches your 5%, 50%. See, with all the numbers, it sounds complicated, but basically, if you put in $5,000 and your company matches $2,500, then that's just 25 free dollars that you get toward your retirement. The other cool thing is that whenever you put money in from your salary, the the amount that you put in is subtracted from your salary. So what that means is that if you have 100K and you put in 5%, which is $5,000, you will only be taxed on the $95,000 that you have. So it's tax deductible, which is cool because that might mean that you get more money back in taxes, or that you get less taxes taken out. So that's super cool. That's also kind of more money. So it's not a huge deal, but it is important to understand that if you have a 401k, you're basically getting some free money from your company, which is kumbaya. Pardon me. And you're also that free money is tax deductible. So it's going to take away from your overall salary, meaning that you're getting taxed less on less money than you would normally, which is less taxes and more money for you. And just so you know, if you have a 401k, essentially what's happening is they're taking your money and they're putting it into some fund like Fidelity or Vanguard or what's the other one? Schwab or something like that. And the money is most likely going to go into some kind of index fund. And this is getting into stocks a bit more, but the idea behind index funds is, this is the basic understanding of index funds. You have all of these high-performing companies that are in the S&P 500, which is basically just the 500 most successful companies or largest companies that create the largest amount of revenue or have the most employees. There's a lot of ways that they're measured, but basically you have these high-performing companies. They put it into these brokers that will take your contribution and put it into some combination of those stocks. I'm saying this too complicated. Okay, basically with your $5,000, it's going into the stock market, but it's going into safe long-term stocks, and you can expect an annual return on whatever you invest of around 8%. So that's way higher than any savings account you could ever get. Now, the drawback to all this is that you can't withdraw it, most likely, at least without a fee, until you're at the age of 59 and a half is what it is currently. But that's a basic understanding of a 401k. You have a percentage that they take out of your salary to put into retirement. A company will then match a certain percentage of that percentage, and usually that's the free money. It becomes tax deductible, and that money ends up going into some kind of index fund or long-term stocks that will grow over time. So it's pretty cool. I recommend that anybody who can go into a 401k, invest in one, but you do not need to be at a company to invest in a 401k. You can put it in right now, and that's a whole other video. But yeah, that's a basic understanding of a 401k. Hopefully that was kind of helpful, just something to do, something to think about. All right, see ya.